Hi everyone, I'm Umaima joining you from Bahrain. As you know by now, I'm your host of the Did You Know and Newsworthy segments of the Entrepreneur Empowerment series. We use these segments to share useful insights and news that we hope will help you spot opportunities for your business. For today, I'll be sharing with you some very interesting updates and stories. Starting with the announcement of an onboarding session or a free webinar for game tech startups by the AWS Startup Academy. The agenda covers an introduction to AWS Game Tech, AGT in the EMEA gaming ecosystem, how to manage your AWS journey along with a technical overview, some resources, a success story, and a live Q&A. You can catch the event live on the 3rd of June. Moving on to the next slide. Here's some news sourced by TechCrunch on Google's partnership with Shopify on an online shopping expansion. Google had recently announced its partnering with Shopify, giving the e-commerce platform's more than 1.7 million merchants the ability to reach consumers through Google Search and its other services. The integration will allow merchants to sign up in just a few clicks to have their products appear across Google's 1 billion shopping journeys that take place every day through Search, Maps, Images, Lens, and YouTube. In addition, Google had made its pitch to online advertisers describing how its shopping graph would now begin to pull together information from across websites, price reviews, videos, and product data pulled directly from brands and retailers to help better inform online shoppers about where to find items, how well they were received, which merchant has the best price, and more. But before any of the shopping graph functionality can really work, Google needs consumers to find shopping for products via Google actually useful. That's partly why Google made it free for merchants to sell their products across Google this past year, a change that Google says drove an 80% increase in merchants on Google, with the vast majority being small to medium-sized businesses. And that's where the partnership with Shopify comes in too. Although this integration does not mean that every Shopify storefront will be included on Google, the merchants have to take an action to make that happen. It would be almost a no-brainer for them not to leverage the new option. Next, here are some of the digital marketing trends of focus for 2021 by SocialMediaToday that you can highly consider. Human-drive content like influencer live streams can create trust and tap into the in-the-moment connection that consumers crave. So, an increase in influencer content and live streams is a good idea. And here's why. On Facebook, live viewing spiked by 50% during lockdown periods, while viewings on Instagram surged 70%. TikTok use shot up in 2020, and there's a good chance we'll see this upward trajectory continue to play out in 2021. Secondly, the 2021 Hootsuite Social Trends Report notes that the smartest brands will understand where they fit into customers' lives on social media, and they'll find creative ways of fitting into the conversation. At the core of this is the need for transparency. Now more than ever, brands are having to dig deep to find out how to flourish in turbulent times. A report from Deloitte states that, to do this, brands need to be deeply attuned to why they exist and who they are built to serve. Another key trend, or rather more than a trend, is the emphasis on sustainability. 81% of consumers strongly feel that companies should help improve the environment. The hunt for a greener planet continues, and consumers are actively seeking out brands that are purpose-driven and conscious about the environment. As the world remains a fragile place, it will be key for brands to reiterate their sustainability in 2021. And lastly, inclusivity is key. Inclusivity also became a bigger focus in 2020, with the Black Lives Matter movement highlighting endemic issues that linger within various elements of society. A study by Accenture shows that the cultural shift towards inclusivity is also impacting purchase behavior, with 41% of shoppers shifting away from retailers which don't reflect their views on identity and diversity, and 29% are willing to switch brands completely if they don't show enough diversity. On the flip side, however, Brands which openly showcase their involvement in inclusive causes will reap the benefits and drive deeper connections with their buyers. And for more stories and insights like these, don't forget to check out the newly added news section in the potential.com/SME dashboard. That's all from my end for this week, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Thank you.